Hi, my name is Mette Hansgaard. I'm a Danish artist from Copenhagen. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint a hummingbird, and I'm going to show you some watercolor techniques. First, you need to do a drawing with your bird and your flower, and then you mix up some gray tones with watercolors. You can use a lot of water in your color, and then it will become very light. I use this gray tone to build up the image with light and shadow. In the flowers, I also use the technique where I build up the colors by using shadows. And first I place some different kind of colors underneath the leaves. I can make little patterns. I use a brush number 6 to 8. While I'm painting, I keep the brush wet and I make sure that the brush is pointed. So I wash the brush off and then I carefully make sure that it has the right form, because if it's getting too wide, it might have a different expression. If you have a brush that keeps a lot of water in it, it might take the water out on your paper while painting, and then you have troubles controlling your watercolor. So this is a reason why you maybe feel that you cannot control your watercolors if you have the wrong brush. Then you have to try a different brush to see how much water it takes in and how much it relieves on the paper while painting. So this is a good reason to evaluate your brushes while you're painting. So you have to adapt the brush that fits to your needs while painting watercolor. Painting this bird, I use a lot of water in the middle. I'm kind of letting the color go into the water and make it blur. I can move the color around with my brush. I make little circles, painting in little circles, and this makes the colors go into each other, making a nice expression. Again, I'm trying to build up the picture in light and shadow, so I carefully take a little color and let it go into the water, and then I just see what is going on. How does it fit together with the water, and how does it blur around? So I have to kind of evaluate the picture, stepping away for a moment to see how the colors are floating together. So in the next step, we're going to do the wing, and I'm using some purple shadows inside the wing. I can mix up green and a little pink-red color, and then I paint it on the bird. Then I need it to dry before I can move on to the next step. So instead of stopping painting watercolor, I just move my attention towards the tail of the bird and keep working on that one. This tail is also having some shadows. And then I move my attention back to the head of the bird, working a little on that one before moving on to the leaves. Next to the flower, we have these green leaves. And you can work on these flowers placing water inside them and place colors in each side of a leaf and make them float together with water. Always make a test of your colors before painting with them. When I paint, I always recommend that you make a test on another paper to see what color your color is. When you are making gray tones for your picture, they are not visible before they hit the paper. So they might be purple, they might be greenish. So always make a test of your colors before painting with them. This will help you a lot to get the right colors in the first place. So you won't get too high an intense color if you want it lighter, and then you make it completely dark on the paper, then you cannot make it light again. So instead of making it too dark to start with, always try little tones and then build the picture up if you want a very detailed picture. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. That will make me very happy. Now we are moving on to the background of this watercolor. And in this case, I'm going to use my water to make the color float into the background. So I'm adding a lot of water into the background. And inside the water, I place a little color. I just add little yellow and make it float out in the water. And then I change color for a little orange and add it to the water and see what happens. Well, now I'm going to show you how I work on the next layer in the flower. And this is where I have one layer and then I go back to it after it is dry. So now we have to place new colors on top of the first color. In this process, you need to be very careful. You have to add very little color and then you add water on top of the color and make the color flow into the water. You have to make sure you don't add a lot of color because then you will make it completely red, the flower, and then you will lose the effect of the layers, the layers with light and shadow. We have been using time to build up this flower, so we can kill it very fast if we do that. This was a short video about how to make a hummingbird. Please give this video a like if you want more, and please subscribe to my channel. I do it in Danish and in English, so this is a Scandinavian channel. So if you are in Copenhagen, you can hire me for workshops in watercolors, or you can hire me internationally where I travel around teaching watercolors. Thank you for watching.